would ask you is that in the newspaper today, the National Park Service has established a panel to review the devastating chimney tops fire we had in the Great Smoky Mountain National Park, so we could learn from it if there are any lessons to prevent such a thing. It's unexpected for us. We're not used to that. We have 80 inches of rain a year, and this fire started on chimney tops, and a hurricane blew it in, nearly burned up half Gatlinburg. Will you commit to pay close attention yourself to that review so that we can see if there are any lessons to be learned for the future?
Senator, I will absolutely commit to that. I think it's important. I've been to the beautiful park and been to Gatlinburg and Pigeon Forge, and it's a wonderful place and a special place in America, and I'm glad it's a park. I'll work with you to make sure we figure out what the road work, the best path is forward on making sure that incidents like that don't happen again.
Thank you very much. I'm very impressed with the heroism, really, of those who responded to it, but they too want to know what can we do better. Now, on the Smokies, the difference between the Smokies and Yellowstone or Glacier in your territory is that land was already owned by the United States. The Smokies were bought by the people of Tennessee and North Carolina and given to the national park. And the other difference is we have a lot more visitors because of our location, twice as many, for example, as Yellowstone, which is such a prized place. Yet our funding, our appropriation for Yellowstone is more than twice the total funding for the Smokies. And because of the restrictions that were established when people gave it to the federal government, we can't charge an entrance fee. So we have a lot less money to deal with a lot more people. Will you, during your time, take a careful look at the allocation of funding as between the Smokies and other parks to try to make sure that our most visited national park gets its fair share of funding?
Senator, and we talked about this in your office, and yes, I think we need to look at the formula. And clearly, the Smokies is different than other parks. It should be recognized that, again, working forward with this committee on the infrastructure bill, we're hoping we can take a big bite out of the deferred maintenance on infrastructure. There's a number of roads and facilities in there. But if we're $12.5 billion behind in our parks, certainly we as a great nation can do better. And it's going to take this committee's guidance with the chairman's leadership to make sure that that infrastructure is part of the package.